Hello viewers and welcome to Kirbyfreek33 Reviews, and this time I am going to be reviewing the Dungeoneering update, because as you can see my Ring of Kinship is set to currently Blazer. I don't know why it's set to Blazer, but I do. And right now I've got my friend Spine69 in here, and I'm probably not going to type any responses to him right now because I'm too busy talking. Anyway, let's equip all of my stuff and I'll tell you about one of course the most obvious of the changes. The fact that your ring now has 4 different classes, and you can upgrade each of them differently to whatever you like. Now, some of them apparently are a bit glitchy, although, okay, actually I'll start with what I like about them. Let's see. First, the Ranger rings. I haven't tried out Sniper or Desperado, but I've had a lot of fun with Keen Eye, and it actually does seem to lower their defense a good bit. Well, actually, it really only lowers it by 1. If you looked at the upgrade screen, I don't have enough tokens to upgrade it to tier 7 yet, but as you can see, 73% chance of removing 1 from your opponent's defense and accurate stance. And so I usually use accurate to whatever I like. But the only thing is that some of them, okay, and the melee ones, I haven't tried any of them. Apparently at Berserker, even though it doesn't say it in its description, you actually need to be in the aggressive stance, which has made a whole lot of spear users extremely angry, including me, because I love spear users. And also, Group Gatestone, before I go on with the rings, Group Gatestone Portal, extremely useful thing, and actually I probably should set my thing back to Keen Eye. But the Group Gatestone Portal is one of a few different things you can construct while in the dungeon. It just defaults to the Group Gatestone Portal, and I'm going to then do a nice little group teleport to Spine right now. And you also have the Group Gatestone Teleport, which requires 3 law runes, but still is pretty useful. And also, they've changed around the Create Gatestone spell, so it only needs 3 Cosmic runes, which means you don't have to waste 4 spaces just so you can have some place to use your convenient little creation of Gatestones. So I'm just going to group Gatestone to him right now, because the leader of the party always has the group Gatestone, or they always have it dropped. And I can always use that portal as many times as I like, and his Gatestone won't break. And other things that they have also added is the ability to, if you do replace Group Gatestone Portal, you can replace it with either a cooking range, a photo booth, a farming patch, a prayer altar, or for some stupid reason you'd want a skill cape stand. And I really don't see the point of that. There really has no point whatsoever. Except, I guess maybe it means you could wear your skull cape in there? I don't know. But either way, I'm not going to use that. And I can't construct a prayer altar, but each of these things are pretty useful, since it's always nice to have one of them in your main room, especially the cooking range, because those don't seem to be very common whatsoever. And the photo booth, I like my character's form picture just plain her face, so I'm just leaving that as it is. Anyway, more about the rings. Okay. The melee ones, like I said, Berserker seems to have made a lot of spear users extremely annoyed. And the Tactician and Tank, I have not really seen the results of those yet, but as it seems, they actually sound like it'd be really extra useful, because it increases the chance of hitting in an accurate stance, which basically means that if you rack it up a whole lot more, it's really useful. And Tank, when you're wielding a shield, this one doesn't seem to require that you're in the block stance, although I've got a feeling they might have it invisibly like that, like with Berserker. But either way, each of the range ones depend on the stance that you use. And like I said, I use the Keen Eye, but Desperado seems to be nice because you can get extra damage just while using the Rapid. And Sniper, I mean, I have not seen the Sniper yet, and this one looks fun, because that way I can just run from far away and keep maxing people. And now Magic is the one that you really are not, that is kind of confusing about. Because the Blazer and Blitzer are extremely similar in terms of like increasing their damage per second. Because I'm gonna burn down his the door while I am getting stuff to. I'm gonna sell stuff and burn down the door. And I'll take this Zephyrian longsword and sell it. So the Blazer one involves doing damage over time to your opponent whenever you cast it, equal to half of the damage that your spell did, and of course has a certain chance of doing so. and the Blitzer involves having a chance of casting your spells faster. Now, they both really kind of affect your damage per second around the same way, and it seems that Blitzer would be more useful when you have a multitude of weak enemies around, while Blazer would be good against the one large or strong enemy such as a boss. But, I mean, Blitzer you'd also kind of be wasting a whole lot of runes more quickly. Doggone. And, the Blaster, I haven't tried it myself, but I've checked on the forums. What it does is that it's meant to reduce your opponent's attack speed by like 50% or something and bind them for a while. But bind them for 10 seconds. But from what I see in the forums, it seems that a lot of people are just seeing their opponents not really slow down very much at all, and sometimes not even the amount of binding is only for one in-game tick, which is like a 1/6 of a second, which makes it, like, well, completely useless. So I guess that's kind of a bug that they currently have right now with that. I really don't know. I haven't tried it myself, because I don't have many tokens that I'd like to save up for upgrading the ones that I like using. And finally, the skiller ones. Moleskin. Because I want to try to test out the medic one, even if it only works. Okay, so 20% health bonus when healing another player. Let's give it a shot. Let's upgrade it. When a friend used medic on me, he said that it didn't work, and I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't see. But at least I can try to see if I can heal him anymore. So let's switch to the medic. And unfortunately, the Gatherer, the Skiller class rings, only seem... Oh, come on, Spine. Stop running away. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I can just... I need to heal him. Now, let's try using Web Snipper. Remember, this heals 150. 184. Hey, it works for me. So, I guess maybe I was already at full or something when it worked. But, so the medic one involves that you can use food on someone else and have it heal more than it usually does, which kind of renders the Skin Weaver useless if... Well, I guess the Skin Weaver, it really affects you, while the medic only affects if you're healing others. It doesn't affect your own health. Because I just, once again, healed an extra 29 health with the Buldabass when it usually only heals 180. And I'm starting to get a little bit short on time here, so basically, in terms of the hold on. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. The class rings, the magic ones seem either redundant or useless. The range ones are definitely good. I love using Keen Eye, and the other ones, if they work like they're meant to, it sounds like they'd be really fun to use. And the melee ones, except for the not saying that you need to be in an aggressive stance, are pretty good as well. And the skiller ones, the Gatherer means that you can get 20% more resources, so I guess you'd really only notice that if you get more than 4 or 5 resources, but still it's a nice thing to have as well. And Artisan means that whenever you're doing skill-based tasks like carving rocks, you don't destroy the rock as often, and you also can add to your rune crafting level when crafting multiple runes. So that means that you can craft more than just a certain... You can craft higher amounts of runes at a time if you're close enough. So those are definitely really good, and because of the bugs with the magic one and the uselessness and redundance of the magic ones, I'd give it maybe a 8.5 or an 8 to 9 out of 10, kind of in between. And now since I obviously don't have my access to it in-game as I'm in a dungeon, there are the hidden resource dungeons within the game, and those... Shit, I forgot to switch back to curses! The resource dungeons sound like they're quite good, especially the fact that when you have 85 Dungeoneering, you can access the Frost Dragon, which drops new Frost Dragon bones, which give even more prayer experience than normal Dragon bones. They give 180 each time you bury them, and, well, it's really awesome. And there are a few other small Dungeoneering updates that I don't really feel are that important to review in my current time limit. And also, the hidden resource dungeons also include rune rocks, as well as other monsters that are commonly used in Slayer tasks. So, if you like checking those dungeons out, those are good to have. And also, one of the earlier ones gives you various types of herb spawns, and looks like he has to repair a door. So, the hidden resource dungeons, I haven't checked any of them myself, so I'm only giving this based on theory here. I have no idea how well they really are, and how hard they are to go through. But, I guess that I'll probably give those. I don't see a problem with them whatsoever, and it gives an outside use for Dungeoneering outside of Demonheim, so I'm giving that a 10 out of 10. Good job, Jagex, on that, especially with the fact that the herb spawn place also has Renar spawns, no matter how slow they could be. And so, well, that's just about it for this section of Kirbyfreek33 reviews, and as a recap, Class Ring, among other Dungeoneering updates, 8.5 to 9, given how there seems to be a few bugs and a few redundant things for the Magic class ones, but Blazer still works fine. And the Hidden Resource Dungeons, 10 out of 10, because, well, it's a use for outside of Demonheim. Enough said. Oh, and the Group Gatestone is a great thing to have, because you can still make Gatestones of your own, and the Portal allows you to, well, as you can see, teleport straight to your friend and give him help in combat. So, that's it from me.